Sonus Faber is an Italian manufacturer that brings 40 years of audio engineering expertise and design expertise to the wireless audio space. This is a wonderful sounding stereo system that incorporates speakers, power, and streaming, essentially a complete system. This is Sonus Faber Duetto. So one of the things, styling-wise, that you notice right away is that Duetto has this wonderful sort of lute shape where pretty much all the surfaces, even to some extent the front baffle, are curved. Now, why is it lute-shaped? Well, first off, you're going to look at this thing. You're going to put these in your home, and the look of the product really accentuates a beautiful home instead of detracting from it. Secondly, with all these curved sides, it makes the cabinet much stronger. Think like the Hoover Dam or any other dam you've ever seen. They're always curved. That spreads out the pressure, adds strength. Thirdly, with all these curved surfaces, there are no standing waves inside the cabinet. That's going to help the overall clarity, especially in the mid-range and the bass. While we're talking styling, let's talk finishes for a moment. It's available in a gorgeous walnut or in this beautiful graphite finish over the walnut. It looks really nice in both of them. And I love the fact that they've got these leather tops on top. It's a very, very classy looking product. It'll look beautiful in your home. There's also a set of optional stands that you can use, but you can see that these actually will do just fine if you've got a credenza or a desktop that you want to place them on. Let's do a little bit of what's in the box. So first off, you get a nice remote control. We'll talk about that further in a moment. You get a box of power cords. You get a safety instruction and an owner's manual. On the back of the owner's manual, by the way, is the QR code. You can use that to engage the wireless section. You also get, the box itself is really well done. So the Duetto is double boxed, the foam is really nice and thick, and you get these wonderful socks that protect the finish of the product as well. Sonus Faber's Duetto has all the connectivity options you'd want. It's got Apple AirPlay too, so it's certified for folks who prefer Apple product. But it also has Chromecast, so that those who prefer Android can use it as well. No problems either way. Duetto also has the popular streaming services that you'd want. So it's got Spotify, it's got Tidal Connect, so that you can get high-res streaming. It does aptX Bluetooth too, so Bluetooth actually sounds really good on this system. It is also a room-ready product because some folks really are kind of married to that system of, managing the content. Qobuz users, take note. Sonus Faber is also using a technology called Ultra-Wideband, which really keeps the connectivity between the two speakers solid. Basically, it's enabling them to send lots and lots of data without any interruption. So you can listen to your music without interruption, but also it's part of how the music sounds as good as it does is the ultra-wideband technology. Let's talk control options, of which there are many. Remote, top of this, the app. One of the things that Sonus Faber has done is put a really nice little remote control. It feels great in the hand. So you've got power, volume up and down, of course, mute, play and pause. You can skip forward and back on the tracks. You can even change sources. And there's a little light button here as well. There's a lot of flexibility with their remote. You also have a lot of ability to control the product right on top of the speaker. Now this is the primary speaker, and it talks to the secondary speaker, which does not have these controls up here. But you can actually turn up and down volume, skip tracks, and so forth, right from the controls on top of the speaker. This is also how, when you first get the system, you pair the first speaker to the second. You simply press and hold this main bar right at the very front, near the front baffle, and then you press and hold a button here at the back that says pair. Within the next 30 seconds, you press and hold the button on this one that says pair. You'll actually see them pairing because these lights will start going, like blinking on and off to you, so you can see the pairing in action. Then the pairing stops. You've got even more options. Both Google Assistant and Siri are supported by Duetto, and of course they have a very good app. And again, just use the QR code on the back of the owner's manual to be able to engage the app. Sonus Faber is known, as we said at the beginning of this video, for incredible sounding speakers. And this Duetto system sounds really, really good. Let me remove that magnetic grill. Let's talk about what's underneath the hood. We've got a 3/4 inch tweeter up on top, a 5 1/4 inch woofer down here below. They are powered completely separately, so this is a bi-amplified system. There's a 100 watt Class AB amplifier for the tweeters. The woofers each have a 250 watt Class D amplifier. There's actually no need for a crossover network in here at all because it's an active amplified system. So, as we've heard with other bi-amplified speakers that we've heard, there's a great clarity with this system. You really hear notes ringing clearly and cleanly, and it's because of the way that they've done all this. Let's continue to talk sound quality. We'll focus in just a little bit more on the tweeter and the woofer. So this 3/4 inch tweeter is a silk dome tweeter, and it's got this waveguide that you can see is pretty broad. Sonus Faber takes very seriously a nice, open-sounding dispersion pattern, and this tweeter is no exception. It's very much in line with what they're doing in their far more expensive products. This 5 1/4 inch woofer has natural pulp cones that are treated, and it has got neodymium magnet structures behind it. Neodymium gives you a very tightly focused magnetic field. I would say that the bass notes here, while they don't go as deep as a great big tower speaker from Sonus Faber, the bass notes that are on tap sound really rich and full and tight and clear. This is a wonderful sounding system given its relatively modest size. Let's talk a little bit, while we're talking sonics, about Soundstage. We'll put the magnetic grill back on. I love magnetic grills, by the way. These speakers look really good with the grill on or off. One of the things that Sonus Faber is really known for and takes seriously is the Soundstage. Do you feel like you're sitting at a live event? The Soundstage that you get here with the Duetto system, it's wide, very convincingly so, but it's also deep. Sometimes speakers that seem to image well when you first listen to them, you realize over time they don't also have depth. But Duetto really does. I think you're going to be very impressed with what you hear from these when you sit down and take a listen. This is a very flexible stereo system with lots of connectivity options on the primary speaker. So moving from left to right, there's a binding post for your turntable ground. Second, there's a reset button in case you have any issues with locking up. Third, there's a turntable-ready phono input. Now by that I mean there's a moving magnet phono preamp included, so you can hook your turntable up directly, no need to go buy a phono preamp. There's also a switch that changes that from being a phono preamp, turns that off, and makes these standard left and right inputs for connecting, for example, a CD player. It has a subwoofer out connection, which is a great idea. If you move these gorgeous speakers into a larger room, beefing up the bass and the ability to play loudly to fill a bigger room without distortion by adding a subwoofer makes huge sense. There's a USB input. There's a LAN input. If for whatever reason you prefer not to connect wirelessly, you can do it with the LAN input. There's an HDMI ARC for connecting your TV set. This is a terrific feature. All you need to do is choose PCM stereo for a great sounding alternative to a sound bar. Your videos will sound great, especially if you add a subwoofer and make a simple 2.1 home theater. Next to that, again moving to the right, we've got a Toslink optical digital input. That's for connecting your TV sound if you have no HDMI connection. There's even a swap left and right speaker switch, which you probably won't need to use. The Bluetooth pairing button that we referred to earlier is there. Obviously there's the power socket where you plug your power cord in. And the secondary speaker, let's take a look at that. It's much simpler. It's just got a reset button, a USB connection, and pairing, again, plus the power socket. Sonus Faber Duetto is not quite yet on the market. It's scheduled to ship at the end of October 2023 with a retail price of $39.95 for the system. The stands, that again are available separately if you need them, retail for $749 for the pair of stands. We have rarely seen such a wonderful combination of beautiful aesthetics, really nice looking, attractive product that sounds as great as the Duetto system sounds. I can't wait till you can audition it for yourself. So get ready, this might be the system for you. Please like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you're notified of all the upcoming content that we have. You can check out Sonus Faber and all of our great brands at Gramophone.com. And don't forget to shop Sky by Gramophone, where you'll always get a secure checkout, fast and free shipping, straight to your door. Thank you for watching this video. We'd love to see you in person, so please visit us at Gaithersburg, Columbia, and Timonium, Maryland. Check out our amazing Experience Center where we're recording this today. It has unbelievable products and a beautiful setting. And check out our Kitchen Design Center in Hunt Valley as well. We look forward to seeing you soon. Drop a comment down below if you'd like. Thanks again for watching.